right, Miss Aurorah is back. Happy Money Monday. You know it's early in here, y'all. It's Money Monday. I want to answer these questions that two of you emailed, and one of you I have had the opportunity to speak with because I wasn't really clear on what exactly happened when you went into Wells Fargo Bank. Number one, I'm really not understanding why Wells Fargo Bank is still in business. And we're going to get into that in this video. Number two, the secured entrepreneurs here who work with Miss Aurorah already know that there are certain financial institutions that we're going to choose depending on where your business is financially. We're always going to start somewhere because it is important to have the correct type of business account, okay? So in this video, I'm going to go over the top 3 things that you need to know about the financial institution that you're going to choose to not only have your professional business accounts with, but your personal accounts with. All right, so let's get into it. You already know that I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. Okay, so two of you emailed, and thank you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorah-dey-consulting.com. And for those of you who know you have a larger situation and you really do need Miss Aurorah's assistance, go down below and hit the link ADC time. I think that's bit.ly/ADC time. Okay, it should be in the whatever the box is down below if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay, whatever the box is. Okay, in any event, one of you stated that you went into a Wells Fargo branch and you had a representative to say some very discouraging things to you. There were some things that were said that were totally inappropriate and unprofessional. Now, I have had many talks throughout this pandemic, and I'm always saying to people, well, you know, I'm giving people who are working in these places like a pass because this is a frightening thing. You're in there, you're wearing a mask. They're only letting a few people at a time. Everybody's wearing a mask. You can't really understand, you know, what somebody is saying behind the mask. There could be some miscommunication. Your nerves are shot. You know, I've been very, very compassionate towards a lot of these people in the places that I have to go and communicate with other people who are working because maybe they're essential or they have to be at that job. Okay, so the things that have happened in there, here's the first thing that I'm going to say as it relates to how you're actually going to choose a financial institution. Is this financial institution run properly? How many of you know, or how many of you remember, okay, the former chairman and CEO, John Stumpf, okay? I think it's John Stumpf, JOHNSTUMPF, okay? He is the former chairman and CEO of Wells Fargo Bank. Well, this gentleman has been banned from the banking industry for life. Okay, did you know that before you went into Wells Fargo Bank? Okay, he is the individual who is said to be behind the phony or fake bank and credit card account scandal that started taking place between 2015 and 2016 at Wells Fargo Bank, where they put pressure on employees to create these fake bank and credit card accounts to keep up with, you know, these wild sales goals that they were giving the employees handed down by management. Now, if management was taught and told that they had to have the individuals underneath them to create these particular types of accounts to hype up a cross-sell metric that was going to be phony and misleading to investors, okay? So there were millions of accounts made that were fake, that were phony, okay? This man did, you know, he was charged by the Securities Exchange Commission, okay? He has agreed to pay $2.5 million, okay, for these misleading things that were done. All right, he has not admitted any guilt, but he has agreed to pay the $2.5 million that will go towards the investors who were harmed in this scandal. Okay, so that's number one. How much investigation have you done on this financial institution before you decided to either do an online application, talk to somebody online, or go into the establishment to open up your business account? What Ms. Aurorah is really saying is that you have to be mindful of where it is you are putting your financial future. At all times, please know that this is about your financial future. You can't just say, well, I'm going to run up to Wells Fargo because they're up the street. Where's your long-term vision for your business? Where's your long-term vision for your finances as it relates to the legacy that you are building? The history that Wells Fargo has, they get the big X. They get the big X on that. And then I read that Wells Fargo let go of well over 100 people for misrepresenting themselves with the COVID, or they said they were diagnosed with COVID and they took 15 days off or something to this nature so they could get paid. And then whatever the investigation was that Wells Fargo did, they found out that these people did not test positive, and they released the employees. Okay. And I said, that's really quite interesting for them, for this thing to have happened the way that it did, because obviously people are not really taking notice that there are people who actually have a real fear. All right. They need the job. They need to be on the job. They have to continue to pay their bills. But there are some people who have a very real fear of catching whatever it is that is going around. There is a name attached to it, but you don't really know what it is. And maybe these people didn't really feel comfortable going to work. I don't know. I mean, Secure Entrepreneurs, you all let Miss Aurorah know what y'all think about that, because I was really quite stunned to even read that. Okay. So that's leading me up to, how is it that you want to be treated? How is it that you want to be treated? That's all I'm saying. Because if the relationship starts like this, and I already know you have a history of mistreating people, investors, employees, is my money safe up in? I don't even know what's going on with you. Okay. So number 2, are my financial needs going to be met? Remember, this is my long-term, this is my future. This is the future of my legacy. This is the future of my business. This is how I plan on planning my life, my future generations, okay? The life of all these individuals who are going to come after me, okay? Are my financial needs going to be met? Do you have the financial products that I need to grow my wealth? And what are those fees? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in here that benefits me? Because the first question is this people over profits or profits over people? And to me, Wells Fargo has proven that, there's a little bit of profits over people going on here. And I'm not really too sure that I want to really, get involved with that. Okay. So that's the second thing that I would say that you really need to make a priority when it is that you are searching for a financial institution to conduct your long-term business. All right, so let me get into the third thing that you really do need to look out for when you're going towards a financial institution. All right, the third thing that I really have to really point out, because one of you said this in your email, the fine print. How is it that you are actually reading the fine print? Because what's happening is that, there's a whole lot of slickness. You're getting the email, it's free checking, it's free online account, it's a free offer, some type of offer to get you into the door, okay? But you have not read the time limit. Okay, maybe that free offer was for 30 days or for 60 days. Or maybe that free offer had everything to do with the amount of money that you have in the account over X amount of days. Okay, so in the email, you're saying that you did open the account, you were promised these particular free things, and then you state before the month was up, you saw that you were charged in your account and things of this nature. Okay, well, I looked at the type of account that you opened, and the reality is that account did come with fees. Okay, the account does come with fees. Now, you would have been able to avoid the fees if in fact you kept a certain amount of money in that account, okay? And clearly, after a certain amount of days, they expected you to have that money in the account. So before the 30 days was up, yes, you were charged, okay? So the third thing, like I'm saying, is you need to really know what's going on with the fine print. What is behind the free offer? What else is expected of you, okay, to do to keep the account in the standing that they say it could be if in fact you were to do X, Y, and Z, okay? So that's what Miss Aurorah wants to say on Money Monday. And you all know that you can find me at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.